Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we'll take a look at this Agent Anti-Venom from the Marvel Legends series. So I know it's Flash Thompson who are actually born with the symbiotes, and before he become the anti-venom, he actually is Agent Venom, which is all black, pretty cool. You can see some pictures right now. It's also sort of like a military version of Venom, and then when he's fighting with Spider-Man and Venom himself, Eddie Brock's, he drops inside the anti-venom serum, and then instead of killing the venom symbiotes, he actually become the agent anti-venom now. Okay, so this is some story that I read about, pretty interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at the box, which is pretty cool to have the all white costume. Even this is what attracts me. I find it very cool. And also there's nothing much here and over here as well. So let's take a look at this. Wow, he just look very it's just the size that I like. It's like, you know, all the Spider-Man is like all skinny. This is something like a more bulky version because it's a Venom anyway. He's born with these symbiotes. Okay, so we can take a look at here. They actually have some history. After exposed to the anti-venom serum, Flash Thompson becomes the newest incarnation of the anti-hero. Okay, so it's pretty cool though. Wow. Without further ado, let's open it up. Okay, so this is the figure right out of the box. Let's take a closer look. Wow, I must say, wow. I mean, I didn't know that it's so detailed. My God. Okay, before I just get overwhelmed with the details, so let's take a look one by one. So the head, wow. Can you see the black parts? It's actually shining. It's like the white here is pretty blunt, and then they purposely have the shiny paints on it, so it looks like some it's like you are wearing shades. Wow, it's so cool. And the black what do you call these, the symbols of the something like a venom. Wow. Okay, so here is the thing. Like I always say, for Marvel Legends, you really have to go to select the best one out of the boxes that your seller have. Unless you just have one, then you have no choice but to pick that up. But this one have many problems. I have to select, I think, around 6 cartons. So one carton have, I think, 10 boxes. So yeah, I actually go through about 60 boxes of him. That what's the problem was the head over here that you can see, sorry, the head here, a lot of them are actually painted slanted to the other side, this side. Okay, so it looks like the body of the spider is here and the head is over here. So it is quite ugly. I mean, it's very obvious. You can one eye you can see that the head is slanted over the other side, and it's not like it's like a broken spider, you know. But so this, as for mine, you can also see that it's not really entirely straight up. You can see it's slanted to the side, but the rest of it is totally out of the how do you call the design, is totally out. So I'm just looking at this one when I was selecting, and I think this is the only one out of all the boxes that actually looks quite okay, acceptable. The rest is totally, the head is wow, it's very ugly. And so I'm really lucky that I managed to find one. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, because I really can't accept that, because you can really see, because the body you can't really move. If it's the movable parts like any other figures, then I'm okay, it can be adjusted. But this is a one whole piece by itself, so you can't really move. And if you get one that is to the other side, then that's it already. And you can see this, there are a lot of parts that are like this. It kind of remind me of the crab skin, the crab thick skin. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. Okay, and the belt, wow, you can see all the pouches. Wow, my God. And one thing is pretty disappointed is they actually painted everything white. I mean, if they take some times to paint others with some other colors, then I think it will look pretty good. I'm not sure if it like this in the comic. Does everything is covered in white, or they have the pouches in brown or things like that? I need to do some pictures. I mean, some googling later. Okay, I can show you guys if I found any good pictures about it. Okay, so the this is something like an armor, the crab skin that I mentioned about. It's actually pretty good. And there's a gun here, but it's actually sculpted. You can't remove it. Okay, looking very good. And even here, you can actually see it painted to the other side already. The hole is at the middle. Can you see the hole? Yep. So this is the hole, and you can see the spider logo is already to that side. So I'm not sure why they are so bad in painting the symbols for this anti-venom. Yep. The rest of it, wow, I'm just amazed at this portion. It looks so detailed. My god. Okay, wow, this is actually nicer than I thought. I thought it would just be something like this. I didn't expect it to have so much detail at the back. Okay, so let's take a look at the articulations. Okay, so for the articulations, we can see that the head have no obstruction, so he can pretty much move everywhere. You can look up this much, you can look down pretty much as well. Very cool. And the hands, these two things are actually quite hinder, and it's non-articulable. You can see that it's only attached with one piece here, so I don't think his hand could go. Yep, he can, but you can see it's actually pushing to the limit already. So if you leave this position for a long term, this might actually come off eventually. Okay, so he have an arm swivel. Okay, and he can actually pretty much go. Let's see. Yep, there's no hindering, but it's also, you have to be very careful with it because it looks like it's quite fragile, might just come off for long terms. So there's arm swivel, double joint elbow. Okay, pretty good. Oh, sorry, pretty good there. Then you can see the hands. Okay, this is something new. The hand is actually sculpted. You can't move it, you can't remove or anything like that. They also didn't give any interchangeable hand, so it's fixed. You can't turn or anything. Okay, and the body, as I mentioned earlier, is a one piece. So there are some movement that you can turn. Bending forward, yes, not much. And bending backward, yeah, there is more to bend backwards. You can actually bend pretty much, but forward is not really. It's actually blocked by this piece here. Okay, so you can't really bend, but bending backward is okay. So for the legs, you can kick up. Things should be okay. Let's see. I have to see where's the joint. It's pretty hard to see the joint. Okay, yep, you can pretty much kick about 90 degrees. Okay, and there's a tight swivel. Okay, and then there's a double joint knee, and of course the leg is the standard Marvel Legend legs. Nothing special here. For a split, I think he can't really do a split. Let's try. Well, he can, yep, he can still do despite having all these things, but it's actually soft. So sorry, it's not really soft, but at least, yeah, this part is soft. Yeah, you just have to be very careful with this. And this one is movable. Okay, the belt is movable, so it doesn't really hinder anything. If you want to have some poses that you want him to do, you can adjust this part so that it will help in your poses. Okay, so now let's take a look at the accessories that comes with it. Okay, so for the accessory, you can see there's pretty much 8. So he comes with a set of handguns. Pretty cool, but there's non-movable parts. Okay, and then there's a pair of I think they call this mini machine guns. Again, looking pretty cool. There's no movable part, you can't remove anything or just move anything. And of course, this is the best one, I think, is for the back of the just to put at the back. This is the Symbiotes. looking very nice actually. Okay, and let's see, I'll try to put it on. Yep. So there's no joint or whatsoever that you can turn and twist around, and it's not a bendy wire, so the poses are all fixed. The best you can do is just to change something like this. You want the longer part to be the top, or you want it to be like this. I think the longer part should be at the top like this. Okay, looking pretty cool. And I've seen some pictures whereby they actually let the symbiote holding the guns. Yeah, I'm not sure how well it works. Let's see. I don't think it should hold the guns, or should it? Yeah, this one can hold pretty well. It's pretty cool that if the symbiotes can actually hold the guns. Yep, so it looks like it can do so. Okay, so for the size comparison, of course I will compare him with Venom since he's an anti-Venom. But unfortunately I don't have any Marvel Legends Venom. The best one I have is actually from Mayfax. Okay, so they actually scale pretty well, I would say. Just that the anti-Venom, because it's from Marvel Legends, so it's looking slightly taller. And I do have this Marvel Legend Black Symbiote Spider-Man, which is actually looking very small. Not very small, I mean it's smaller than he is, which is I believe is correct, because Venom should always be larger than the Spider-Man. So they scale pretty well, I would say. Right up next, I'll compare him with the Big Time Spider-Man, which I just reviewed recently. Okay, as well as we have the this is the Mayfax, the Amazing Spider-Man, the comic version. I think they all scale pretty well. Right up next, let's take a look at some of the MCU Spider-Man. This is the Marvel Legends Far From Home Spider-Man, and this is from the s.h.figuarts one. So he's looking very tiny as compared to him. Okay, so lastly, I'll compare him with some of the Avengers. So we have the Marvel Legends Mark 85, which I just reviewed recently, as well as the Iron Patriots War Machines. You can see it's actually very much larger than he is. Okay. Whoops. I find him quite hard to stand. And of course, we have the Valkyrie, which is quite tall when comparing to him. Okay, so my final verdict for this guy is actually a 9 out of 10, because I really like it. Just a matter of slight dislike that of course, as you have know, that Marvel Legends does have a little bit of problems, especially when it comes to articulation. So I'm pretty much having a hard time to let him stand, and there are some stiff joint as well, which I hope that it will get better over time. Yep, other than that, I think this one is actually looking pretty badass. Okay, I actually liking it a lot more than I thought I will. So he's wow. Okay, just I'm hoping that I can get the Agent Venom, the one in black. I'm not sure whether did Marvel Legend actually release him before. Maybe you can drop me a comments and let me know. Other than that, wow, I just liking him a lot. Looking very cool, especially for the maybe I have a thing for bulk type of figure, just like how much I love Venom. He's actually in a bigger size. Yep, so this is looking very cool, a military version of Venom. Wow. Okay, so stay tuned to the end of my video that I will show some pictures of him. Yep, hopefully I can show off some cool poses. And yep, I hope you like my review so far. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Of course, always welcome to leave me a comments if you have any question about him, and also subscribe to my channel if you like my content so far. And I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.